Hello, church family. Ron Branscombe here. Hope you're doing well today. Get the pleasure of bringing a quick summary of Psalm 84, and I hope you're enjoying these chapters as we go through them and giving brief summaries. Chapter 84, I want to kind of break up into three areas, and the first area being that the psalmist is really talking about their delight in the Lord, my delight in the Lord. And I'm going to read a couple of these verses at the beginning because I really think they're awesome verses. How lovely is your dwelling place, Lord Almighty. Like, hey, welcome to my home, as God would say to us. How lovely is that place. My soul yearns, even faints, for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. And I've got written down in my notes here in my Bible, what does it look like for my flesh to cry out to the Lord? I think, we can kind of get a little bit of an understanding of our heart, but for our flesh to cry out to the Lord, usually we are fighting against our flesh. And so here is a great way to look at using our holy temple, our bodily temple, as a way of crying out to the Lord and seeking the Lord. And so the psalmist really puts it in a good picture here. And then to add to that, the envying of birds, of how close they are to the Lord and how they are provided for and nest themselves close to the Lord. So that first four verses is just my delight in the Lord. Verses 5 through 8 is my strength in the Lord. And there's a couple of blesseds here in these verses. Verse 4 talks about the blessed are those who dwell in your house. And the psalmist was just mentioning in verse 3 above about how the swallow a nest for herself, the nesting, the being in the house. Well, verse 5, and my strength is the Lord, is blessed are those whose strength is in you. And so really, it's easy to say, harder to do, in not acknowledging and knowing and doing where, hey, my strength comes from you, Lord. And so that's what is being shared here at the beginning of verse 5. Now, as they pass through the valley of Baca, I don't know if there is a valley of Baca that maybe there is one that exists, but the Hebrew word of Baca means a balsam tree, And when you research what a balsam tree is its sap oozes like tears. And so kind of interesting that that's reflected there, in that. And I think it also, as we go through the pilgrimage, and this would have been, somebody traveling to a religious festival, probably going through hard and tough times during that time too. So just interesting. Verses 9 through 12, I think wrap up, my trust is in the Lord. And I love this. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wicked. And a doorkeeper, probably I see as somebody who's just allowing those to come in and out, but probably more of a humbling job. And so you just get a picture there of the trust that comes from the Lord. So from chapter 84, there's 4 questions to leave you with. Let me read these to you. Do we delight in the Lord and seek Him? Question 1. Question 2, do we depend on His strength? Question 3, are we among those who walk uprightly? And then question 4, do we walk and work by faith? And those 4 questions, I think, are summed up in chapter 84 of how our walk should be with the Lord. Pray that you'll have a blessed day. Take care, and Lord willing, we will see you on Sunday. God bless.